Take your positions.
Okay, there's Madison.
Suspect is likely to be armed and dangerous. All personnel are ordered to shoot to kill.
Jake, I
repeat,
refuse to believe
shoot
Shelby could.
to kill.
I know!
Ash, are
He's
the
so
snipers in
big, he
position?
could not
Yes,
sneak up on
They're
me.
ready on
It's
your
ridiculous. I call
Perfect.
This whole,
You won't
like,
get away this time.
last
One
quarter
gun
of the
you
game,
have
I
as
call
soon as he shows
shenanigans
his
on
face.
completely. I'm just
Hey,
ranting at this
you
point.
there.
Like, don't get me wrong.
What are you
There are
doing?
things I like about this game, but then there are other things that I just look at it and I'm like, oh,
My name is
this is
Madison
David
I'm a
Cage.
journalist. I have proof that Ethan Mars is innocent.
I'm a
He's not the
journo.
origami
I'm a
What are the
journalist.
journalists doing here? I thought I told everybody to keep their mouths shut.
Uh-oh.
Get her out of here. I don't want her getting in the way. Okay,
No, I gotta QTE my
We're
way
about to
in
make a
there.
terrible
I don't want to
mistake,
get locked
Lieutenant.
up in the, like, the
Ethan
cop
Mars is
car.
innocent. I can prove it.
Meanwhile... Oh, I missed that one. Oops. Oh no! Don't hit me! I have a pretty face. No, stop. There we go. Yeah. Just beat him into unconsciousness. Also, I refuse to believe that neither one of them has lost their balance and gone over the side. Oh, that's right, I gotta do CPR. There are multiple things happening in this chapter all at once.
Don't die on me, son, please.
It's like, don't die on me, I drank poison for you.
Gotta breathe.
I almost shot a drug dealer. Which kind of would make sense now to, like, alright, Scott probably knew that drug dealer when he was a cop still. So now he's getting rid of, like, another loose end. Because he goes to have Ethan shoot him, but didn't take into consideration that I wouldn't have shot him. It's like, I guess I don't love my son enough to shoot a drug dealer. Jake, this is like a WWE fight. Oh, they go into the turnbuckle. Oh, he hits him with the chair. It's a cage match. Rip his arm off and beat him with a bloody end. Like, Sean, don't die. I lost a pinky for you. It was my favorite pinky. Also, I gave him like 3 or 4 pumps of CPR. That's not enough. Did I take too long? Yeah, if you take... Okay, no, I'm fine. If you do take too long, he could totally die.
Oh, Sean. Oh.
It's like, Dad, I don't want to go to the park anymore.
I knew you'd come and save me.
You took a while though, Dad. What gives? Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm also being timed.
You are the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I want you to know that whatever happens, I love you more than anything in the world.
2, 1, 0.
I'm not dead.
I take all that back, Sean. I don't mean
an
a
hour
single
ago.
word of it.
And I'm not dead.
So yeah, that wasn't poison. That was a fake out. That was just also to see. So he had, like, in this playthrough, he had you take poison to get those letters, to get the final destination. I got here. I turn my back, and he pulls a gun on me.
Mars didn't shoot
Like,
for Christ's sake.
David Cage, like, those motives don't make- Oh wait, I did QTE. Accidentally. Oh wait. Oh, nope. That's right, I gotta pay attention on my motorcycle. This is a very small space to be, like, maneuvering around. Ah! That's stupid. Not even wearing my helmet.
What do we do, Lieutenant?
Take the shot.
Personnel, hold your fire.
Oh. Hold your fire. Alright, so I, as Madison, can come in here now and warn Ethan that there are cops outside waiting to shoot me.
What's going on?
The cops.
How did you get here, Madison?
They'll shoot you if you go outside.
Oh, hey, Cryptic. Off to work now. Take it. Thanks, Cryptic. Thanks again for stopping by, hanging out with us.
Before you can open your mouth.
Alright, so this was important that Madison made it in here. Because if me as Ethan walked out without her warning me, the cops would shoot you. Like, if Madison doesn't go in... Oh!
Sorry I
Oh, wait,
didn't
no.
trust you.
He's saying, I'm sorry I didn't trust you.
I was only thinking about
That's
Sean,
alright.
and I thought...
We should probably get this kid a coat. Get him a blanket.
That's okay. The only thing that matters is that you saved
I
yourself.
know, I did. 1 out of 2 sons, not bad. It's a 50-50 rate of success. It's like, oh yeah, oh jeez. Oh, it's TV, save me. Save me, Sony. Ah, jeez, just throwing a TV at his head. Ugh. There we go, I finally, oh yeah, nailed it.
Save me?
No. You murdered 8 children. You were trying to murder me. No. You can just die. It's been revoked. Oh well. There goes my evidence. Jam. No, Jacob 50's still failing. It's still good. It's still good. So, in this moment, if I had taken pity on him and tried to pick him up, he would, like, turn around and attack me again and try and kill me. So there's no way to take Scott in alive. There's no way to turn Scott into the cops. You either let him die, try and pick him up, and then let him die again after successfully fending off his attacks. Or, if you pull him back up and he gets the upper hand, he kills you and then he gets away. Scot-free. But yeah. So in that moment, if I, as Madison, did not get in the warehouse and warn Ethan, Ethan would have put Sean down, opened up the door, looked over at Sean, and then got blown away by the sniper. Right in front of his son. And like, the police would have put Madison in the cop car, she would have been like, oh no.
It is no doubt due to his great
Thank you, Hellbell.
that he succeeded in foiling the plans of the Origami Killer. The police commissioner presented him with an official apology today. Our main headline
It's like, where'd they get that photo of Scott Shelby?
police have identified the man thought to be the Origami Killer.
Also,
Scott Shelby,
he didn't fall
48,
within,
is a
like, the
former police
demographics of
lieutenant
who they
who
thought the
claimed to be
Origami
a
Killer
private
was. They thought it was like a
hired by
man, a white
families
male,
of the
between,
killer's
like,
victims.
30 and
Shelby was
40.
killed during a massive police operation, but further details have not yet been
Oh, he
released to
did.
the public.
So, yeah. Alright, because I did not make out with Madison, Madison is not in this ending chapter with Ethan and Sean. But look! I shaved off my mourning beard, I'm no longer depressed,
Is this
I'm not a sad sack,
Only if you really, really want
I
to.
still don't have my pinky,
Till we find something you like.
but I got a new, somewhat nicer apartment. Things are looking up for Ethan Mars here. I got one son, no wife, no girlfriend, but I got a kick-ass apartment.
Never let anyone or anything separate us again.
Also, this is gonna be a very kind of like, I guess, needy relationship where I don't let him out of my sight ever, and I become like a really bad helicopter parent. Ah, good times. Things are looking up for old Ethan. So I think there are like, depending on how you play, I think there are 26 different endings. That you can be most definitely sure that, oh no, I didn't get all the endings. Never mind the fact that I have a platinum trophy in this game, no. Oh yeah, Jake, why have the SO when you can have a dope apartment? Exactly, the dope apartment isn't gonna leave you and go snitch you out to the
Prize
cops.
for her remarkable series of investigative articles about the Origami Killer case, showing incredible.
All right,
courage.
who's
Her
here?
daring
Ah, that's right,
intervention
Madison.
led to
Okay.
the arrest of the
So,
country's
because
most
I didn't make
wanted
out with
criminal
Madison,
and saved the life
she goes on to
of
do
boy.
her
This
own
evening, I
thing,
welcome a woman
and
who
she's a
might well be
journalist.
The true definition of a
So she
heroine
was
for the
able to
ages.
turn this into a
Madison
really
Paige.
good book deal.
Good evening. Thank you for agreeing to talk.
I mean,
with
she had a
us.
lot of stuff
Now,
to
you've
write
been
about.
Described as being both
That crazy
determined
Hannibal
and
Lecter doctor that
tenacious.
tried to drug
Two
me and,
qualities,
like,
no
take a
doubt, that were
power drill to
needed
my
see you
knee.
through the dark hours of this unbelievable.
Paco, who tried to, like,
Were you afraid?
manhandle
at any
me
time?
at the club, if I'm putting it nicely. There's the title. Heavy Rain. Oh, she got a sweet book deal. Book signing at a fake Barnes & Noble.
Thank you, Miss Page. I really admire
Why, thank you. To my admirer, Madison Page.
For John, please.
To
We need
John.
more journalists like you, Miss
Love
Page.
Madison.
It's a good thing you were there to catch that bastard.
So yeah, but like, depending on how this game goes, how you play, there are
What's your
multiple endings.
Vincent. Excellent investigation, Miss Page. You are one
I'm
brave-
one brave lady.
You deserve a better adversary. Somebody more ferocious.
Oh no! He's gone. He's like a ghost. So, okay, so she's... Things aren't over for her yet. So that's ominous. Like, ah, crap. She will forever be a damsel in distress, unfortunately. Oh, hell no. Alright.
Our guest today is on
And
the
again,
cover of
because I
today's
was
World
able to
magazine this
successfully
week,
take out the
and
Origami
has
Killer.
been hailed by the whole nation as a new
I'm also
hero
now
for
Jaden.
our times. Astonishingly, he almost single-handedly
Almost
ended
single-handedly.
a sinister series of
I would have
killings
been single-handedly
known
had
as
Ethan and
the Origami
Madison not made
Killer,
it.
and saved the life of young Sean Mars. His determination, courage, and intelligence have won our admiration.
Nam and Jaden.
Norman Jaden. Good.
So I think had I failed to find the address, and if I had not called him as Madison, he would have, like, given up his badge and his gun. He would have retired. Wait a minute, I didn't take any of the drugs. The game made me take the drugs one time. Okay. How gross is it to sit on a toilet in your pants? Like, a public toilet. Like, you could sit on the lid of a toilet at your home because it's yours. But, like, this is a public toilet. No, well, it's a police toilet, but still. Alright, I threw my drugs away. I don't need this anymore. Oh, Jake, is there a Heavy Rain 2? No, not to my knowledge. There is no sequel. Though I do have to be honest, if there were a sequel, I would play the game. Despite all these things that you're hearing me complain about right now, I would play that game in a heartbeat. I mean, hell, I played Detroit Become Human. I played Beyond Two Souls. Alright, so right now I'm back in Washington, at my own desk. Little tanks! This is not part of the program. So yeah, the whole cryptic information from the butler about you, like, you gotta be careful about overusing or overindulging in you-know-what. That was all a reference to the glasses. Like, they're FBI, like, not sanctioned, I guess, but, like, they're given to me by the FBI. It's like, you'd think they would do a little bit more research into the technology they're giving their field agents. But then again, it's the government, so, you know. Alright, so, really, I think the only good ending Jaden has is if you fail to find the address and you just give up and retire. Like, to me, he just turns in his, oh god, Lauren. Lauren had it rough out of, like, everybody. Like, you made out with the man who killed your son.
Scott. Were you thinking about that when you held me in your arms?
Yeah, Scott, were you thinking about that? It's like, I don't know.
I don't know why you did all this.
'Cause of stupid plot reasons, Lauren. Don't worry about it.
Nothing can justify it anyway.
So yeah. It's like the stupidest thing.
I feel
It's like there are so many, like,
but contempt for you.
not loose ends, but
nothing but contempt.
There are just so many, like, whys of, like, why did they do this? So yeah, so there are a couple of things you can do in the game. You can let all the other characters but Scott's die. You can have, as Scott, you can let Lauren die. If you get all the evidence, you can get away with it scot-free. But yeah, so Scott's dead. Why would they bury him in a cemetery? Like, I don't know, like he was a murderer. Don't they do anything else differently? Oh. I don't know. Okay, so story time. Just in case I haven't covered any of this. So all of Scott's inner thoughts were lies. Scott invested Gordy Kramer. Why? Because, like, it's like, you know, as Scott, like, Scott should know he's not the origami killer. Also, what happened to Shelby's asthma? What happened to Ethan's blackouts? Like, these are notes that I was writing down just to remind myself to talk about. Oh, right, exactly, the butterfly trial. You know how Ethan had to go through those tunnels of, like, razor-sharp glass and he cut himself up? How did Scott fit in those tunnels to put the glass in? How did Scott fit down that pipe? Like, how did Scott do really any of that when he's just a giant, like a large man? How did he afford all those elaborate traps and locations? Also, there are a couple things they left out of the game prior to releasing it. So one deals with Ethan's blackouts. Why did Ethan black out? Why did Ethan wake up on Cardi Road? Why did Ethan wake up with an origami figure in his hand? What happened to Ethan talking about all the, like, the water and the dead bodies that his therapist then said he mentioned and talked about? So would it surprise you, dear viewers, to find out that one of the scenes, or a couple of the scenes that they left out were some of the scenes where Ethan actually, like, there's a scene in his crappy house. Like, after putting Sean to bed, he goes downstairs, then all of a sudden, his whole house is, like, filled with water. And there were scenes where you have to swim in the water in his house, avoiding these dead kid bodies. And apparently that's when you wake up on Carnegie Road, holding an origami figure in your hand. But the reason why he's holding origami figures and he's waking up there is because this is by far the stupidest thing, and I understand why they took this out of the game. It's because in the moment that, earlier on, when you go to save Jason from getting hit by the car, and since Shelby is there, we found out that Shelby was there that day, and he saw the accident that then propelled him to do this stupid, deadly origami killings. The reason why Ethan has his blackouts and has visions of dead bodies is because at that moment, he and Scott developed a psychic link so that every time Scott would kill somebody in his elaborate traps, Ethan would black out, have these visions of drowning bodies, and wake up with an origami figure in his hand. David Cage, what the hell? Like, psychic link in this game to explain his blackouts that basically throughout the last half of the game you pretty much, like, they're banking on you forgetting about it. They're banking on you forgetting about that Scott was supposed to have asthma, that Ethan had his blackouts, that Madison Paige had insomnia. I mean, you didn't forget that Norman Jayden had his drug addiction, but it turns out the drug addiction was also kind of independent of his addiction to Ari and getting, you know, mentally damaged from that. It's like, I like playing this game, but when you think a bit too hard on it and you have multiple playthroughs, you can see a lot of the threads falling apart. Like, one of the examples I spoke about was if you as Ethan, like, in this playthrough, Scott pulls a gun on Ethan as he turns around to go save Sean. like, the motive for him doing that completely flies in the face of what he was trying to do with the trials. Like, he wanted to find a dad who would save his son. And if in another playthrough you go through and as Ethan, you're the only one to have the address, he doesn't pull a gun on you. Hell, about leaves so much open and frayed. I know. Like, I honestly have to say, out of all of Quantic Dream's games, now I haven't played Indigo Prophecy. I've seen someone play that, and it's I enjoy playing Detroit Become Human. I think that's their most successful attempt at what they were trying to do with your choices and decisions and different kind of paths through the game. This is probably their second most successful. Like, I enjoy playing this. I've played this multiple times. But there are things narratively that fall apart when you think about them too much. So that was my rant. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Alright, can I skip this? Can I skip? Oh no, I can't skip. No. I have to keep going. Alright. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. Thank you all again for coming out today, hanging out with me. I have been very busy with school, so I appreciate your patience and your understanding. Oh, how about you haven't played your system in 2 weeks, you're going through... Yeah, like, this is probably one of the first times I've actually touched a game system since the last time I played. Like, I have not had time with classwork and everything. If you would like to know what I'm doing in class, feel free to join the Discord, the links of which I think are in chat. I'm gonna put them in chat. There you go. Oh, and there's also Twitter, if you'd like to join us outside of stream, just to chat, chit-chat. Love to have you. I don't know what else to say about this game. Like, there are so many different endings to this game. I think, like I said, there's 26. There's where you can get away with everybody dying but Scott. Oh, if everybody dies but Scott, but you do save Lauren, you as Scott are walking down the sidewalk on the street, thinking you got away with it, thinking you got away with murder, and then whoop, out comes Lauren with a gun. She's like, you killed my son, and then she shoots you. So then, like, all the characters are dead. So then you got some extras, you got some bonuses. Yeah. I may or may not have played this game multiple times. How many endings? Oh, it doesn't tell you how many, but there are a lot. So yeah, like the Perfect Crime, this is where you as Scott can get away with it by letting everybody else die. Save the kid, find all the clues, trial master. Also, in Ethan's trials, they have you shoot a drug dealer. Like, if you save Sean, what happens to that? Do you get held accountable for you killing a man? Like, do the cops not find out and, like, arrest you? Like, in this playthrough, I didn't shoot him, but, like, you could totally shoot him in another playthrough, save your boy, and then they're like, on the news report, they're like, oh yeah, the police apologized to Ethan Mars for assuming that he killed his kid or killed the other kids and then stole his own son, but never mind the fact that he shot a dude. That's fine. The guy was a drug dealer, it's fine. 4 heroes complete, 4 characters alive. Finished. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Is there anything else? There's chapters, options. Where the, Now I don't have, there is one DLC to this game, and that's the Taxidermist, where you play as a prologue, you play as Madison Paige, who again, as a damsel in distress, is fighting against a murderous dude who's a taxidermist. I think that's it. Oh, I didn't find all the concept art. But look at all this pretty art. Oh yeah, that's definitely The Shining. I think in one of these concept arts you actually see what they would have used for Madison's office. Like I think they took out basically all evidence of her being a journalist, besides her saying that she's a journalist. So it's like one of them would have been like her going back to her office to give updates and everything like that to her boss. But they took all that out, and I don't remember if they had that as a concept art. Yeah, so that's it. That was Heavy Rain. I saved the day, Ethan. Jason. Oh, hey, Ruben. Do you have Horizon Zero Dawn? I do. I do have that game. And, wait. Here's the fight. I may or may not be convinced to play that game. That'd be interesting to play. Very long game, though. There's so many other games I'm currently trying to finish up. Like, I still have to finish Red Dead. I still have Dragon Age. What else do I have? Oh, I have Control. I have to finish Control. That's a really good game. So, yeah. But again, thank you everybody for see, like this, like the whole butterfly section, like how did Scott Shelby as the origami killer fit in those pipes and put down all that glass? So, but yeah.